shit out of you, Carl. Why would we do that? Can you think of any reason why we do that, Ross?
No.
What's wrong with you, Ross?
Nothing.
You've been stomping around like a constipated bear since we arrived. If you've got something to say, then get off your chest. Have you got something to say?
No.
I'll tell you what, Ross, if your attitude doesn't show a marked improvement, you're going to get a right from me in your first report. If you've got a chip on your shoulder, then knock it off. You knock it off right now before I turn it into a bloody great big lock. Now knock it off, Ross. Knock it off! Get me! What do you think of Ross's potential, Carl? Think he's going to be a good cop? Got what it takes? Well, what do you think?
Look, how bad are you doing these stuff?
I asked you a question, Carl. Do you think Ross is going to be any great shakes as a policeman?
I've got my doubts.
So have I. What do you think are his weaknesses?
It's a bit hard to know where to start.
Take your time.
It's a bit hard to stay on this for the moment.
I only want an opinion, Carl. I'm not asking for your balls now, am I? What do you think it is that Ross is lacking?
Seems a bit slow up top.
Initiative, perhaps? Do you think he's lacking in initiative?
Yeah. I had noticed that.
Do you think we should beat the shit out of this bastard, Ross? For Christ's sake, Ross, show a bit of initiative. Should we beat the shit out of the bastard?
No.
Very good, Ross. You're right, Ross. We shouldn't beat him up. It's not worth the effort. Get your handcuffs. All right, Ross, let's go. You damn cunt! We don't want any more trouble from you, Carl.
I'll get you one day, boy! I'll get you, you animal. I got a lot of mates.
Take yourself back, I didn't charge you, Carl. Don't push me!
Get out, you animal! You'll step out of your house one dark night and you'll get it, boy! Kenny Carter doesn't forget something like this. They'll piss off to your police station and crawl back into the woodwork.
Hook him, Ross. Abusive and threatening language. Hook him, Ross!
Don't you come any closer, shithead!
I'm placing you under arrest for abusive and threatening language.
Yeah, but somebody ran hard when you had their fun now, get
I
out!
would advise you that any attempt to show anything towards an officer.
There's no bloody doubt about it. I've seen some cowardly fuckwits hiding behind the uniforms in my time. Without a doubt, you're the bottom of the bloody barrel!
Did you let him get away? Did you let him get away?
I've killed the bastard, Sarge.
Come on, boss. Haven't you ever knocked a man out before?
I think I've killed him.
Better not have bruised him, boy. I hope it was a nice clean punch to the chin.
No, look, Sarge, I really think I've killed him.
Yes, well, I'm afraid I'm going to have to hand in a report. Cover myself in case anything does blow up. But if you hit him on the chin, you should be right.
Well, I lost control. I just lost control.
Control is something you're going to have to learn, boy. Control is the essence of the law.
I just just couldn't stop myself.
Whenever you hit a man, you should know exactly how hard you're going to hit him a good full minute before you land the blow. That's a good little rule to remember.
For Christ's sake, what's going to happen to me?
Don't worry, boy. I've got to hand in a report, but I'll word it as gently as I can. I'll say that while I thought you used excessive force to detain the prisoner, it is my opinion that this mistake was due almost entirely to inexperience, not to any defect of personality or the like. It'll be a good chance to have a dig at the police school. I'll point out how inadequately they prepare recruits for the realities of their vocation.
Look, for Christ's sake, I've killed him. I've really killed him.
Come on, Ross. The human being's a hell of a lot tougher than most people get him credit for. Most recruits get in a panic after their first KO.
We'll go in there and have a look.
Look, Ross. I've thrown a man down a flight of concrete steps and seen him land on his bloody head. 10 minutes later, he got and walked away. Pretty Neanderthal looking specimen, admittedly. But there you are. The only thing you've got to worry about is Carter might rake up a bit of money and follow this through. But unless they're filthy rich, they usually think twice about that when they calm down.
Look, would you go in there and have a look? Please, Sarge. I'll say that you did it.
You what?
I'll say that you did it.
You can't lie about a thing like this, Ross.
Well, you were hitting them. They all saw that. They'll believe me for sure.
They all saw that I was in control, Ross. That's what they all saw. I know how hard to hit him. That's what they all saw.
Well, I'll say that as soon as they left, you went berserk and killed him.
No, Ross. I'm in control, and people know. They call me all kinds of arse. I know that I'm always in control. That's my strength, and that's been my strength for years. And nobody's going to believe otherwise, because that's the work of a raw young hot-headed Heberai sword. And other people are going to see it that way too, whether you like it or not. And that's something you're going to have to face up to, instead of trying to shift the blame to an area where it doesn't rightly belong, and where nobody in their right senses would ever see it as belonging. I think you must be mad to think anybody would. I think you just come down to the main station and confess straight away before you get yourself into real trouble.
No. Well, bugger you. Yeah, I'm gonna lie. I'm really gonna turn it on. I'm gonna lie. Look, I'm sorry, Sergeant. I'm scared. I'm shit scared, alright?
What's the guy getting scared for me?
I'm sorry, Sergeant. I'm scared. I'm shit scared.
Well, getting scared is not going to help us.
They won't put us up for life, boy. They won't put us up for life, will
They're not going to put me away, boy, because I had nothing to do with it.
They won't put me away for life, will they, Sarge? Well, they never put us cops away for as long as they do ordinary blokes. Do they? Oh, shit. Yes, they do. Remember those two guys that knocked off the TAB? I'm sorry, Sarge. I'm gonna lie, after all. You were in charge.
I didn't tell you to kill him, Ross. I didn't tell you to kill him.
I'm not a killer. I didn't join the force to kill people. Well, let's leave a suicide note. We can blast this out with a shotgun. I won't find the bruises, man.
Shut up, you crazy bastard!
Oh, good God, wouldn't you be depressed if your wife just walked out on you without a word of warning? If we blast this out with a shotgun, I won't have to lie about who killed him.
For Christ's sake, shut up and pull yourself together. It's not going to do you any good to lie now. They'll find bloodstains on your uniform and all that sort of stuff. The best thing you could do would be to own up. Look, the worst you'll face is manslaughter. Officer in the course of his duty. I wouldn't mind betting you'll get off on the grounds of inexperience. Yep. Loss of control due to inexperience. I'll testify in inexperience. They probably won't let you stay on the force. If you play your cards right, you'll get a full superannuation in Thailand due to psychological instability, and that's something they can't take away from you, boy, even if you get another job. Because being unsuited to the police...
Don't crap.
It's not crap. There was that case over Clifton Hill.
That was nothing like it.
Almost exactly the same.
It's completely different.
Exactly the same sort of thing.
Crap!
Not crap, boy!
Did you two pricks think you did me?
Oh, Jesus! Oh, Jesus! Oh, shit! I'm not going to see you. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened to me in here. I went berserk. Right off my head. No other word for it. Oh, shit, Hank was on right. He filled my boat talking about sweat. I was in a bad way.
You're an idiot, Ross.
Well, you thought he was gone too. You went in there.
You're a bloody idiot, Ross.
Give me a bloody whack.
Are you on the phone?
There's one down a couple of blocks.
Well, which way?
Just told him to get it.
He's got to get to a doctor.
He's not so bad.
Look, there, give me a doctor.
You're all right. Just a bit of bruising, that's all.
More than a bit of bruising, mate. That was bugging me,
In your eyes, shit. Where about? Oh, shit. Oh, shit, I'm sorry, mate. I'm real sorry. Oh, shit, we better get you to a doctor real quick.
Let me have a look. Which eye?
Left one.
Put your hand over your right eye. Oh, you'll have to get up a lot earlier than that to catch me up, Carl.
I can see a little bit out of it. But something's still bugging in there. The eyeball feels like pressing against me skull. Something's bugging.
Mild concussion. You feel a bit nauseous?
Slow-yo.
Yeah, you'll have a hell of a head tomorrow. No worse than a bad hangover, however.
There's something wrong in my gut too.
Oh, shit in your gut, mate. Where's the hurt?
In there.
Oh, Jesus, we gotta get into a doctor's arm.
Yeah, get me to a whack.
I think you'd be better off if you went straight to bed and rested, Carter.
Yeah. I bet you do. The last thing you want is for me to see a doctor. Well, I'll tell you what, if you don't get me one right away, it'll be worse for you. Because I'm going to get to a doctor one way or another. Don't you worry. I'm going to get a certified list of every bit of damage that you pricks have done to me.
Have you got any witnesses?
How to get like this, they run into a bloody dog.
And then with a puppet during your sorrows, I'd say. Could have been sorry for yourself and started to throw your weight around.
Look, Fiona will testify.
What, did I go to your love patch?
She knew I was going to get bashed.
Without a doubt, Carl, you'd have to be the last of the world's great optimists. Your wife ups and leaves you without so much as a word of warning. You think she'll get up and testify for the sake of a few of your bruises.
She'll testify.
Look, I'll strike a bargain, Carl. If I had anything of a gambler about me, I wouldn't, believe me. The odds are with us, boy, make no mistake. Because it takes an awful number of bruises, but he has to believe the word of a shit kicker like you against two members of the force. Nevertheless, I'll strike a bargain.
No, it's just...
Well, no sense in discussing it, is there?
Smart, copper.
The point is, Carter, I'm in a position to offer you something you'll be needing over the next few months.
What?
Companionship.
Companionship.
Female companionship.
What?
Female
You
companionship!
must be joking. I'm bloody you, Dad.
Think ahead a couple of weeks, Kenny. You've been used to getting it regularly for years.
I can get the own women, thank you very much.
This is just a tide you over.
What sort of women?
Well, it's a group of very attractive young girls about a block from the main station. The fact of the matter is, they're very high-class
Prostitutes.
No! There's a world of difference between your streetwalker and your call girl, Carter. No chance of a disease for a start. Safer with them than your average wife.
Come on.
It's a fact.
What? That you can get them for free.
I believe in well-run prostitution, Carter. It's better that they're doing it there than raping little girls in the street.
What? You turn a blind eye and you get paid off in kind.
Girls are grateful to me because I realise their value to the community.
You must be pretty worried for making this sort of an offer, copper.
I don't like a big stir, Carter, that's all.
Yeah? Well, I'll tell you something. I'm not going to let you pair of bludgers beat me to a pulp and get away with it. You can sweat it out. Go piss off, I'll go to the doctor tomorrow.
You're a bloody fool, Carter. Never had a high-class school girl?
What's so special about Harlem?
They're real performers, Carter. Real performers.
Piss off, you make me sick.
I can understand you want to get back at me, Carter. I was playing the tough cop for the lake. I can understand you want to get back at me. But when it's all said and done, revenge is a mug's game. You got nothing to show for it in the end.
Except satisfaction.
Satisfaction doesn't get you women, Carter.
How often could I get it?
I'd have to see the girls. I reckon twice a week. I reckon they'd come
For
back.
how long?
As long as you like. Within reason.
What if Fiona comes back?
Sorry, Carter, I don't follow.
Well, what if Fiona comes back next week? Some deal it'd be then. I'd really miss out, wouldn't I? Beaten to a pulp and nothing to show for it.
What the bloody hell are you getting at,
Do
Carter?
they normally come to you, or do you go to them?
They come to you.
Yeah? Well, I want to go to them, then it wouldn't matter if Fiona came home or not.
I don't like to work from home, Carter.
Well, that's what I want.
You're pushing it,
Well,
Carter.
what do you expect?
All right, I'll fix it.
Starting Friday.
You won't be hit by Friday.
You fix it for Friday. Takes more than a couple of mug boxes to stop Kenny Carter raising the old bull beast.
Pretty quick recovery for a man who was screaming for a doctor a couple of minutes ago.
You just fix it, right?
All right, I'll fix
But
it.
I'm a bloody fool either. I'll be along to the doctor in the morning to get me a full report, and if there's the slightest tip that you're reneging on the deal, then it goes straight off to truth. Believe the story.
I always keep my word, Carter.
What you made all goggle-eyed at? Can't work out how I'm still alive, eh? You'd have to be a bloody tough man to stop me, fella. What you made all goggle-eyed about?
It's his first day out of college, isn't it, Ross? Still pure at heart.
Sit down, Ross. Well, if you're not going to sit down, make yourself useful and grab a bloody beer from the kitchen. It'll be as hot as buggery, but that's your fault for letting them take the fridge.
Get a beer, Ross. Get a beer, Ross!
What's that, you bastard? My head's still ringing.
Sorry, mate. Bit warm, but not bad. What do you think of Ross's potential?
Look, there's a welterweight.
I'm a bit worried about him, actually. Should be all right, though. He comes from a good, solid stock. His father's a coffin maker.
Used to play ruck and forward pocket. Good player, bloody uncontrollable. Mad dog, we called him. Vice captain had to tag him in case he went off. Gentle as a lamb off the field, but bloody lethal when he went off. 3 of us would leap on the bastard. Cool it, mad dog. It's all right. Had to talk to him like he was a baby. Something used to click inside his head. Like you made him.
Ever gone off your head before, Ross?
Always had a pretty quick temper.
You'll have to watch it in the future, boy. You nearly got us in the shit today.
So I've never been so scared in all my life.
Well, what do you think of the war in action, eh, Ross?
He's a bit dubious about our deal.
Are you a bit dubious, Ross? No.
He's waxy that you haven't lined up something for him.
Do you like that, Ross? He's a bit scared his girlfriend might find out.
I'm going steady, easy.
Oh, yes. A lovely girl, I believe. What's her name again, Ross?
Marilyn.
Marilyn, eh? I knew a Marilyn once. Biggest dog in Footscray. Got your red in the end.
Hey, why don't you come across, Ross? Huh? Would you like to go with call girls?
He never turned out a knock, Rossi, boy. Tomorrow you might get run over by a tram.
I think it'd embarrass the boy. You a bit confused by it all, Ross? I wouldn't really blame you if you were. After all, you've crammed a hell of a lot in your first day. You learned more about the law and about life than you did in a whole year in college. What you saw today was the real law. A compromise between human follies and human desires. The world's full of human beings, Ross. You remember that, and you'll make a good police.
His head's still full of those harlots.
I think the first thing you've got to do is to take stock of your weaknesses and face up to them. I think it's just as well to discover this flaw in temperament of yours at an early stage. Because now that we know about it, we can make sure we won't put you in a situation where you're going to lose control. At least not until we know you've got it well and truly beaten.
Shit! Oh, Jesus, he's dead! Oh, he's really good this time, you can tell. Oh, Jesus!
You really don't, Ross. He's dead. But then at the centre when he mentioned his eye pressure going on, that was always bad news. I thought we might have been in trouble.
Why didn't you take him to the hospital then? Why didn't you take him to the hospital?
They couldn't have done any for him, Ross. Not many guys as quick as that. He must have bloody pile driver. He's dead, Ross. There's no doubt about it. He's really dead.
I know he's dead. Well, look at the poor bastard's eyes. He was scared out of his mind. We should have taken him straight to the hospital.
They couldn't have done a thing for him, Ross. I'll tell you that now. Couldn't have done a thing. Not a many guys as quickly as that. He was either very bad or okay. And if he's very bad, there's no sense taking him off to hospital. Getting a casualty with a body on your hands, I'm not crazy. I'm not callous, but then again, I'm not stupid either. And there's an important distinction there.
Let's get a shotgun and shoot off his head. At least we can shoot out his eyes.
For Christ's sake, don't start that crazy nonsense again. You're going to have to face up to your consequences, boy. Face up to your consequences.
Well, you've got to help me, Sarge.
I'm not
I'm
helping you, boy.
I didn't join the force to kill people. You've got to help me.
I had nothing to do with it.
You've got to help me, Sarge. You're in it too. You're in it.
Got nothing to do with it.
You've got to help me.
I've got nothing to do with it.
Sorry, Sarge. But you're in it too.
Oh, God! You mad bastard! What the bloody hell did you do that for?
When we both get smashed up, we look like Kenny went berserk.
You cowardly bastard, Ross! You're going to get a sicker report from me, mark my words!
Well, hit me back, Sarge. Go on, hit me back. We'll get off. Kenny went berserk and beat us both to a pulp. Go on, hit me where it bruises. You know how to bruise a man. Go on. Oh.